box. Can't go out with a person like me. Yeah. Full moon out, I'm a fucking high beast. Raw than I'm on, I can only dry clean. Asking if I'm God, I say bitch I might be. Picture me rolling like I took a blue pill. If I wasn't me, I'd be probably you still. Nothing artificial, bitch, I am too real. Growing every day, I acquire new skills.
What is going on, YouTube? It's your boy, One Star Week for, and we are back for another Weekend League wrap-up. And today, you might be wondering what kind of team I used in the Weekend League. And as you see right here, we used the full Brazil squad. You know, in the comment section in one of my previous videos, I think it was my last Weekend League wrap-up, I was asking you guys which kind of teams you'd like to see me use in the Weekend League. And somebody commented that I should try a full nation team, e.g. Brazil. And here we go. We made you guys a Brazilian team. And I want to use a Brazilian team really for two reasons. Number one, they have a lot of fun cards in FIFA that I haven't tried yet. But number two, the most important reason is because they won the Copa America. I want to celebrate their Copa America win by doing well in the Weekend League with a full Brazilian side. If you're enjoying this kind of content, please don't forget to hit the like button down below. Let me know in the comment section down below what kind of teams you'd like me to use in the future. Now let's get into this team. So, as you guys know, I've been rocking with the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow for the last couple of weeks, man. Just bringing it back to the original, to the essence, to the formation I use every year, which is this 4-1-2-1-2 narrow. And in-game it lined up like this. We had Richarlison as the left striker, Neymar as the right striker, Socrates as our cam, and our midfield. This is one of the most exciting things I think about this team was this midfield. We have Marcelo, Allen, and Fernandinho, and all of these cards were great midfielders. Defensively, we were no slouches at all. We had Telles, Luis Militao, and this Mariano card, who's somebody I haven't tried yet. And let me tell you, he was a lot better than I expected. Instructions-wise, I kept it pretty simple. The strikers aren't getting behind. The cam is pretty default. The midfield is on stay or cover center. And this Fernandinho card was on cut passing lanes and stay back while attacking. The fullbacks were on overlap and balance. I did like them overlapping a lot. It really added a lot to this formation, especially with the fullbacks I was able to use. I did forget to tell you guys my super subs were this Felipe Anderson, and this guy's just been old reliable. I've played so many games with this card, 255 games, 45 goals, or 45 assists, 47 goals, and this guy's just been a long-time servant of the club, and he came in handy as a super sub for this team. Remember that foot swaps Marquinhos that we got? I still haven't used him in any SBC, and here he was as a super sub. He played 2 games for me. Nothing too crazy. I did buy this Oscar card. I have been a fan of Oscar in previous FIFAs. I did want to see what he could bring to my team. I only played with him in 2 games because I bought him later on in the Weekend League because I did notice I needed a midfield sub, and he did feel pretty decent in game, to be fair. So yeah, we're going to jump into the Weekend League gameplay. I'm going to show you exactly how I did in the Weekend League and who were the star players on my team. Let's get it. All right, so you might be wondering, who are the best players? Who are the standout players in the squad? And the first player I got to start with here is, of course, the 98 Neymar. That card has to be one of the best attackers on this game. I mean, just point blank, period. He has everything you're looking for out of a card. And especially with a team like this where it's meta, but it's not the kind of team I'm used to. I mean, I'm used to a mega squad, and this isn't really quite a mega squad. Somebody like Neymar is really digging me out of the mud in those delayed games, in those games where you just can't score for anything. This Neymar card was the game changer in those games. He did help me win a few games where I thought I was about to take an L, and yo, I really cannot stress how good this Neymar is in words. I mean, this card has to be one of the best attackers on this game. The next card I do want to talk about is this Marcelo card. 90 rated, foot birthday Marcelo, and at this point, he's only going for 150K on the market, and in my opinion, that is a steal. I mean, I could see him playing the winger position. I could even see him playing at the right back or the left back positions. But in the midfield, I feel like you get the most out of this card. I mean, he was just such a great midfielder, tracking up and down the pitch. I did not notice his high-low work rates being an issue at all. And in 18 games, he scored me 4 goals and got 5 assists. So that's a pretty decent contribution for a midfielder as a CM. And yeah, he just scored a lot of big goals for me. His attack positioning was very, very good. I mean, on this card, the overlooked stat is that he has 99 attack positioning with no chemistry style whatsoever. And in game, he was just getting into very dangerous positions. So I didn't really notice him really pushing up to a point where it was like too much, because every time he pushed up, he was in a good position. He also tracked back a lot, and because he has the pace, I didn't really mind his work rates at all. I think he's a very well-rounded card. He could do a little bit of everything. He could pass, he could shoot, he has the pace, he has the dribbling, and he has the defense. So in my opinion, for 150K, this card has to be one of the best all-around cards on this game. The next two cards I do want to address are Team of the Season Fernandinho and Team of the Season Allen. Both of these cards, well, I did use Fernandinho as far as reviewing him, but I haven't used him over the course of a full weekend. And out of those two cards, I think the standout player was Allen. And I didn't really expect that. I've used Team of the Season Allen, I think, last year or the year before. He did get Team of the Season in the past. I didn't really like him that much because he just didn't feel like he played up to his stats. And this Allen right here definitely plays up to his stats. Arguably, he even plays above his stats. He's actually one of the better CMs I've used on this game, and his boosts have really given him some important attributes. I mean, he has the 95 attack positioning. Now he has the 82 finishing, 75 long shots, so he does have a respectable shot on him. And in my opinion, because he's kind of on the shorter side, his best position has to be CM. And on his other cards, you couldn't quite play him at CM because he just didn't have the finishing or the true quality going forward that this card does. And in my opinion, this card is better than Thiago Mendes Team of the Season. He's almost on the same level as Team of the Year or Team of the Season Wijnaldum. He's one of the best CMs I've used on this game, especially for the price. He's going for about 400K, and if you can afford it, if he fits your team, I would say you definitely got to give this guy a go. He's a very, very well-rounded card. Very, very good pushing forward. Very, very good tracking back. And you'll be surprised how good his tackle is. Even though he's small, he was tackling bigger players. He was beating bigger players in the air. He just felt so reliable. Fernandinho, in his own right, was not a bad player either, but he just didn't have the same impact or the same level of impact that this Allen card had. I think it might be because he's a little bit on the slower side with just barely 80 pace. At the same time, he's not physical enough to really make the same impact that Allen was making, but he is a reliable card. And for 400K, I think he's going for maybe 370K. He's not a bad guy to bring onto your team, even at this stage of FIFA. The next card I do want to address is a sleeper. I think this is a card that a lot of people are sleeping on, and it's the Team of the Season, Mariano. I can't believe this card's only going for 60K. I mean, I know he's a Super League player. I know he's kind of hard to link, but he's Brazilian. So you can link him to Militao, Luiz, any of these Brazilian midfielders that got Team of the Season like Mendes, Allen, Fernandinho. There's so many options to get this card on 10 chem. And in my opinion, if you can get this card on 10 chem, he's definitely worth it. He was just as good as Team of the Season Tellers on the other side. And that's far better than I expected from this card. His tackle was so strong. Aerially, he was so solid. Even though he's only 5'10", he does have the 80 jumping, and that's more than enough, especially if you add the Sentinel Chem style. He did have the strength, the stamina to last all game, and defensively, he was just pure quality. Going forward, he actually wasn't bad as well. He's pretty decent on the ball, but he did score me. Let me see. He scored me 2 goals, got me 4 assists in 18 games, and for a fullback, that just shows that going forward, he's pretty decent. He has a very nice cross on him. He has a half-decent long shot on him, but he does have good heading accuracy. He has good positioning, and yeah, I would say for 60K, this Mariano card has to be the star of my team, honestly. For as far as value for money, this card has to be among the best right backs on this game, and I do plan to bring him back onto other squads, but I do try other squads out just for fun because he's actually one of the best right backs I've used, especially at that price point on this game. All right, so you might be wondering, 1-star week for, can you just tell me, how did you do in Weekend League? And it was not really a good Weekend League for me. And I don't like to blame the gameplay because I've been complaining about gameplay for the last couple of weeks. But it's just facts, man. The gameplay for the last couple of weeks, in my opinion, has been the worst it's been all year. And for Weekend League, I feel like almost every game I'm playing, I'm already at a disadvantage because the gameplay is just so laggy. It's very hard to dribble, very hard to pass, very hard to shoot, very hard to defend, very hard to do anything manually. So I feel like I'm just a spectator watching my team do things I'm not even in control of. And it's very frustrating. So I did finish 14-9. If the gameplay was better, I would have tried to push for gold 2 or even push for gold 1. But with the gameplay, like the state of the gameplay just was not inspiring me to play any more games than I had to. And I did just really just settle for gold 3 because of the gameplay. And I don't think I finished poorly because of the team, because the team was playing very well. The only real thing I was missing on this team was a taller CDM. I think if I switched Fernandinho for that UCL Live Fabinho card, I think this team would have been perfect. Because attacking wise, the two strikers, Neymar and Richarlison, very reliable. Even though Richarlison's only 15K, this card is probably the best 15K card on the game. And he scored me a lot of clutch goals. So Richarlison, Neymar, no issues. Socrates as a cam, no issues. Allen and Marcelo as my CMs, amazing. The only real thing I would change on this team is bringing in a taller CDM like a Fabinho, and I think this would have been a perfect team. So yeah, let me know in the comment section down below. How's your weekend league experience been? Is your gameplay as delayed as mine? Is it just me? Am I going crazy? Because sometimes the way that the gameplay operates in this game, it just makes me think, am I going crazy? Because I feel like everybody has different complaints about this game, and it's just a testament to how inconsistent the gameplay has been all year. And it's just been really bad for me. Today, even, I plan to give you guys a Musa review. I wanted to review that for these Musa, but I couldn't do it. I was playing Division Rivals and the gameplay was so bad. I was having so much trouble unlocking him. I'm about to get relegated from Division 1. Like, I just can't unlock that card for you guys today. I will try to unlock him tomorrow so I can give you guys a review. But unfortunately, that's why I'm releasing this video early and not releasing the Musa video. So I did finish 14-9. Next weekend, I do have some ideas. But let me know in the comment section down below what you guys would like to see out of me in the weekend league. I do plan to stream possibly on Friday. So yeah, I'll be back tomorrow with another video. I hope you guys enjoyed this content, and I'll see you later. Peace.